Every creative tries to find a story that only they can tell, and I thought this was ours. And it turns out it might not even be our story to tell at all. I'm really nervous.
I am unable to take your call at this time.
I'm gonna have to try back. God damn. Oh, damn it, man. I'll have to, It's super frustrating. I'm stressed out, like, I want to make this happen, you know what I mean? Like, I just want this to happen.
Please leave your message and I'll return your phone call as soon as possible. Thank you.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hi Jason, my name is Dylan. I'm calling you all the way from California. I'm sorry if this seems like a waste of time or anything. It's something we're really passionate about and it would mean the world to us, so hopefully they get back to me. Oh, they're calling back. Hello?
This is Dylan?
Yeah, this is me.
Hi Dylan, Jason Shaw from the city of Buffalo returning your phone call.
Hey, how you doing?
No problem, buddy. Good luck.
Alright, thank you.
Alright, bye-bye.
It means a lot, man. It means a lot. Our whole lives, our whole family, we knew this story of our great-great-grandfather who was a boxer. And my dad told us this story. We heard it from our uncles. He heard it from his grandfather and his dad. A pro boxer, full-blooded Native American, upstate New York area. Our second cousin Sean found his boxing records online. And so, since I love sports venues, like stadiums and arenas are one of my favorite things in the world, I decided to research all those. And I found the only one that still exists is in Buffalo, New York. And they've been using it as a storage facility for snowplows and things like that since the 1950s. But I thought it would be perfect for us to go and document the whole journey. I spent months planning this. I spent a lot of time doing this. I did our ancestry and I found that my grandfather, before he passed in '09, had done a family tree and listed on the family tree for our great-great-grandfather. Right above Francis E. Scott was my great-grandfather. That was Grandpa Scotty. That's what my dad and uncle called him. Everything from there down was correct. And then for the great-great-grandfather, Grandpa Scotty's father, it says Frederick Scott. Now the boxer we found was named Indian Pete Scott. So we're kind of stuck trying to figure out if it's the same person.
Crazy. You're not gonna hold on? How crazy is she, huh? Smile
Go
big.
give me a Del Taco.
Big. Just as big as you can. Bigger than that. You can smile bigger than that.
I didn't hear that close out of you.
Is that your present?
Oh, to death to a nipple?
Are you hungry?
Yeah.
What are you hungry for?
I'm hungry for shrimp.
Huh?
I'm hungry for yummy shrimp.
A present for me?
When we were coming in, she said, we gotta pick her some flowers.
So like, so do you have any breast cancer?
You remember the picture, right? Pete Scott,
Are we
picture?
talking about my dad or Scotty's dad?
Scotty's
dad.
Scotty's dad.
He went by Pete Scott, Fighting Pete Scott. And I remember Chip was so proud of him because supposedly he won every fight he was in.
Yeah.
And he had a picture of him.
Yeah, the records I found, he didn't win every fight he was in.
Of course, they always say they do.
Yeah.
Sean sent to me the boxing records. And it says Indian Pete Scott. And it says from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. That says the
that's
residence.
right.
Yeah, I just have to find something because I'm not going to do a whole documentary on
Right.
false pretenses.
Yeah, so what's... God, how do you go to the next step? I mean,
Yeah.
it's just,
See, if I could find the picture, that would be a huge clue. But like I said, the family trees that are pieced together, that are like verified, like the ones Papa did. It has Frederick and it stops there.
God,
I'm
where do you
lost.
go from there? Yeah.
Yeah. So you said you've seen a picture of him with his
Yeah.
dukes up.
Yeah, well, my father liked that too.
Yeah.
With his boxing trunks on. I'm
Yeah.
trying to find it for you. He was born in 1906, so this had to be... There's no one else alive in Syracuse, is there?
No, Dorothy died.
Yes,
Bob
he is.
Corcus would know, but he just
I
died.
think he died. He would know. Yeah, they all probably would know, but they're all dead.
Syracuse area.
He was born in Buffalo,
He was born in Buffalo.
but he went to Syracuse when he was very young.
Okay. And then Ann Kravitz, my great grandmother
He was
Ann.
born in Syracuse.
She's from Syracuse
He
too.
lived in Syracuse.
Okay.
Hey, what was Scotty?
Mohawk.
Mohawk?
Yeah, from upstate New York.
Yeah.
And you
So,
would have loved your great-grandfather. Great-grandfather? Yeah, great-grandfather.
And he
Yeah.
would have been your great grandfather.
Oh, he just...
yes.
He'd go crazy over you guys.
That's what
He-
Dad always says.
When my husband and I, when I first got married, I was 19, and I basically had nothing in my apartment.
Yeah.
And Jim and I went on a vacation, came back, they had gone and furnished my whole apartment.
Wow.
They had gone to thrift stores and got tables and chairs
Yeah.
and sofas, and Bob Scott and his family. Didn't Bob have any, didn't he have anything?
Well, no, that's Sean. His son Sean is who I've been talking
Oh,
to.
no, but it's hard.
There's a whole book with Bob in it.
Yeah.
I remember that doggy,
Line doggy.
line doggy.
Line doggy. And he has that. Sean has it.
Yeah, I remember Dad had a copy
Yeah.
of Line Doggy.
Yeah.
It's
Got shot by a young kid.
it's
What a
crazy.
terrible thing he went through.
Yeah,
That's
actually,
crazy.
I was lucky because I got to meet him like a year or two before he passed, and he actually told me some of his war stories, and they're insane. He still had 2 pieces of shrapnel in his shoulder, like let me feel him and stuff.
I remember talking to him when he was back at Scotty's house, and he was in a hospital bed out in their sealed-in patio thing, and he said the worst part of everything he really remembers is when they drug him to safety, whatever, and they put this blanket on him when a helicopter was coming. And they had 2 different colors. This is what he said, 2 different color blankets. Maybe it's just in his mind.
Yeah.
And they put a red blanket on him, meaning let him take care of these other people first. And he said he kept screaming for them to take that blanket off.
So red men.
You just bypass
Don't
them.
worry about
Don't
it.
work on them yet. Work on the triage type thing.
Yeah.
And he said he remembers screaming, "Get that blanket off me!" You know, because he knew they wouldn't take care of him if that blanket was on him. Isn't that
Wow.
a terrible thing to remember? I should
He also
Yeah.
remembers they treated the white servicemen
before the
quicker
blacks.
than the blacks.
Yeah. Isn't that terrible? Like this.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm like putting myself in that position. And just thinking about it, it's like insane.
And I remember I was young. I was like 18, 19 when he was telling me this, and I'm thinking, oh my God. He didn't mention about being shot or the pain or any of that. Just that he was stuck in his mind that he was gonna fight. You know, the fight, you had to get that damn blanket off.
All right, so Fightin Pete Scott.
He went by Indian Pete Scott.
It's just strange to me that everyone knows the story, but I can't find a connection.
Yeah, but it stops each person is
I think his real name was Frederick.
I feel like if me and Cole don't do it, then it's just lost forever. Because we're kind of the last.
You saw when my last ancestry were.
Yeah.
18 something and 1920. That's the end of our line.
So we got to get to that trunk. That's it, Uncle Dan's.
Yeah.
I haven't done the DNA test yet.
Oh.
I think his first fight was like 1914, and his last fight was like 1923, something like that. The reason we focus on Buffalo is because the last venue that he fought in that exists is in Buffalo. But my problem is I'm not gonna do it unless I can verify Indian Pete Scott is Frederick Scott.
Right.
Yeah, I found a Pete Scott from a census. It says he was married to Ethel Scott. And you said Ethel sounded familiar, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna, I don't know, we gotta try to find that picture.
I'm trying to think, what other clue?
You have to go through that whole damn trunk.
Yeah.
Most of the old pictures are down at the bottom.
Okay.
Evidently.
Because it's just strange to me that everyone in the family knows of this guy if he's not related to us. So that would be a huge lie.
Huh?
I love you, Grandma.
I love you, man.
Alright, love you.
Brody.
Okay, love you. Thank you.
Thank you for the food. Thank you for the food.
Thank you. Go say thank you.
We're gonna go eat up.
Touch that.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, throw her a heart. Give her a heart.
She did give. Oh, she threw you a heart, Sharon.
I took a picture of her the other night. She could only be outside the door.
Alright, let's go.
I kissed
Love you.
threatening Sharon all the.
Alright, love you, Grandma.
Love you, Grandma.
We'll see you soon.
We'll keep you updated.
I feel as weak as a kid.
I'll call you.
They're gonna come right back and help you readjust and all that. Love you.
Love you.
I'll let you know what we find. Keep you updated.
And we just got her one, and then she started going back and forth between all these houses.
This whole time we thought we hit a dead end because the Ancestry.com, the family tree, says Frederick is our great-great-grandfather, not Indian Pete, like we've been told our whole lives. But now our grandmother is saying that Frederick is Indian Pete. And for some reason he went by a different name. She has an old trunk that we remember as kids. This old trunk has all kinds of old memories and photos and things like that. She says there's a chance there's a picture of Indian Pete Scott in that trunk.
Basically everything rides on the trunk.
So off to find the trunk. The trunk is currently at our uncle's house. So we're going to see our uncle and we're going to see what stories he has about Indian Pete, because he grew up hearing the same things we did. And check out that trunk, see what's in the trunk. See if we can't find a picture of Indian Pete or maybe another clue. Something, anything to help this along.
Man, I wish you guys got to meet Grandpa Scotty.
Yeah.
A picture of Grandpa Scotty up here. Do you remember where it is?
I see him.
The greatest home run hitter in baseball history is in my back room lifting weights with my brother and Troy.
Yeah.
And it's Barry. And he's all, get in, Dan. I jump in the front seat, but back then it didn't mean anything.
Yeah.
He's my neighbor, Barry.
Yeah.
Hey, tell your mom I said hi. Yeah. And took off, smoking the gears, and smoke came out.
Barry
We're
said
like,
that?
yeah. We're like, oh my God, smoke came out. And I'm all, that was me. You fucking me. Hey, Dan Scott, hey, tell your mom, how cool. So I told my mom, she's like, how sweet.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The reason we attach to this story though is because using that venue is sort of from there branch out. So we have our family history. If this guy was the Native American boxer, there's all this civil rights.
He's the
history.
catalyst. He's the nucleus of this all.
Yeah, so
Okay.
because that venue was one of the few pre-civil rights venues that wasn't segregated. You know,
The one in Buffalo, New York.
Yeah, it allowed Native American, African American fighters. So Joe Louis fought there.
Did he?
The sports history of the venue, the civil rights history, our family history, and it all ties together. And I feel like it would be an incredible story to tell.
Oh, it's fantastic.
So all I have to do is link Frederick Scott to Pete Scott.
This story might have been told to me before people realized we had internet to back checks.
Yeah, yeah.
He was the welterweight champion of Canada. He was badass. He was a good fighter. From what I was told, my dad had told me, he sat my brother down and he said, you guys realize that your great-great-grandfather was the welterweight champion of Canada. And I said, why Canada?
Yeah.
That just happened to be where he lived. That just happened to be what he did. And that's where he was. That's just the circumstances. Buffalo, New York. And so we were intrigued by that. And then later on in life, we asked questions. He was just a tough guy. He was a welterweight champion. He was, I never heard anything about an Indian reference. I didn't hear any of that. But I heard he was a real tough boxer and not a real nice guy. Kind of like a stern, mean guy. That's what and actually Grandpa Scotty referred to him. He referred to him as well as my dad was the boxing welterweight champion of Canada. There's Susan Davis. So whoever these others around her, that's Susan.
Yeah.
That's Trippy. That's
Francis
Grandpa
E.
Scotty.
Scott
That's
is
Grandpa Scotty right there as a young man.
Can we just have the rest?
Man, I see where I get my good looks from. That's crazy, dude. I look exactly like him.
This is
Right
a
on the
letter
dot.
my dad wrote to inform you that I must resign my appointment.
Wow. Look at that little baby now.
So his dad is the mystery. We want to find out. Oh!
Yep.
There's Scotty on the far left. Veterans of World War I and II.
We definitely want to find that link to Indian
Right,
Pete so that we
right. And I
can
wanna-
go to Buffalo. Don't. Wait, that's like a costume character. That's a Disneyland or something. Yeah. See?
Donna was scared stiff when he asked her to hold the spear. Third floor of a hotel or motel, and bullets came flying through my dad's window. They wanted to flip Calgiovanni, his own friend, wanted to take him out. So. Wouldn't it be great to know who this is, because that's part of our family right there.
Yeah. We have no idea.
No idea at all.
So this is Francis E. Scott. We're trying to figure out who his father is. Frederick or Pete or both. Can't find any pictures of his father.
That's crazy. I remember this term.
Yeah, I remember this term. Yeah, that's my mama right there. We gotta figure out our next step. Do a DNA test, and I'm gonna look one more time in the trunk. So this is the famous trunk. There's Dad and Uncle Dan. What is that? Walla Margaret Ward, 6 weeks old. No idea who that is. Hey, look who that is.
Is that you?
Yeah. That's funny. Look at this hidden compartment.
Dude, whoever that is. Dude, and whoever this is, you look just like it. What the f?
It's our great Uncle Bob and our great grandfather, Scotty Francis Lloyd Redford.
No, no.
1939.
1945.
Whoa, what's...
Dude, that's Papa, dude.
Really?
Chip Scott.
That's Papa, Uncle, Grandpa Scotty, and Uncle Bob, dude. That's crazy. What is this?
Did it fold out? No?
No.
Is it missing a part?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, it's probably this. San Carlos Little League.
Oh. Yeah.
That sucks.
Look. Offensive punch for the Twins is supplied by Roy DiMartino with a triple, Chris Kearns 3 singles and 3 RBIs, and Dan Scott with 2 singles. That's cool. I think that's Scotty.
Dude, if he's that young, that means his dad should have pictures too.
Mm-hmm.
That's Scotty right there for sure. There's Scotty in the Navy. Francis Scott, Syracuse, New York, 1927. Hank Aaron.
Oh shit.
So we've gone through pretty much everything that our Uncle Dan had from our grandma's trunk. No luck. No luck. Found a lot of amazing things, like this SR-71 and Frank Robinson. No sign of Indian Pete. I don't know what to do, man. So unfortunately our grandmother passed away a couple weeks ago, so we're at the storage, going through her storage, trying to see, you know, what knickknacks she had. Just clean things up, I guess. It's strange doing this. Difficult. It's so strange when someone's whole life is like packed into one storage unit. I don't know. It gives you perspective.
Remember, I called you looking for this.
Aw, the roadster.
The Brodenator right here, in the flesh. Should I?
It looks denim-y. I mean, it looks.
Oh, and the picture of me and Jessica's right behind me. Great aunt told me a story that my grandma stole this out of a store.
Oh, that'd be funny.
So she was a bit of a klepto.
Like it was a present she never gave.
Oh yeah, that's definitely Sharon right there.
Almost done going through all this stuff, and it's like, it's crazy, you know. A lot of memories. Our grandma was known for her knickknacks and her little country and Native American decorations. Yeah, totally.
Oh, this one part
this location. So I'll make sure that this is something
Look at Bo J. Simpson.
Hey, Bo.
We're stuck in a place where we can't confirm basically the names of our great-great-grandfather. So, first step, I got a DNA test. I'm gonna try that. From there, I don't know. Keep digging, I guess. We'll keep updating the story and where we're at. We were supposed to go to Buffalo last month, and we didn't go to Buffalo. So yeah, we gotta figure it out, piece it together, figure it out. Try the DNA test. I don't know how this works at all. This might change the whole story.
It very well could. Honestly, our family's word kind of depends on this.
Yeah. Collection bag. Dude, I have no idea what to do with this. Ooh, look at that. That's official. Do I just spit in this? Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. I gotta fill this with saliva?
In there after you do the swab.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I mean, I might as well be a scientist.
I gotta spit into this. Pretty gross. This part sucks. This part really sucks.
Money now.
Send this off and then see what the results say, and that's our first step. There's not really anything else we can do at this point. This is a huge deal for me. This was a story I put a lot of faith into, a lot of work into, so now we find out, there's a chance that it was for nothing. As you said, kind of our whole family legacy's on the line with this.
Yeah.
It's about 6 to 8 weeks until we learn the fate of our family legacy and the documentary. This was supposed to be a very inspiring story. It was supposed to be a story that meant a lot to us because it's our family and we love sports, and it all tied together, and now it's up in the air, so.
All right.
We got the info from our grandmother right before she passed. So we've been dealing with that. So hopefully the information she gave us is accurate, and then if it is, we should be good to go.
In the money.
In the money. So 6 to 8 weeks. See it.
Too, right?
There's this little camouflage. And then there's a little one on the.
I have. This one's always they give you the back hormones, combine with hormones. And I have